Okay, hey, welcome everybody. Today I'm going to talk to you about Cadmus. So, Cadmus is the original founder of Thebes, and his story begins or rather, in Phoenicia. So, Cadmus is the son of Agenor, or a king of Phoenicia. And so when he comes over to Greece, it's believed that he may have been the one to bring the original letters of the alphabet over, and then the Greeks just adopted the Phoenician alphabet to their own language. Just an interesting side note. We're going to get to the nitty gritty, or really the most important thing we care about Cadmus doing in just a moment. So he is tasked with saving his sister Europa. Europa is pursued by Zeus, one of many mortal women to be pursued by Zeus. This is no surprise. Anybody who knows anything about Greek mythology knows that Zeus knows how to travel around. So anyway, he goes out to rescue his sister Europa, which, spoiler, he fails to do. And on his way, he stops at the Pythian Oracle the Delphian Oracle, and the Oracle of Delphi gives him a different quest to do. It tells him to go follow this cow that's going to have the mark of the moon on it, or Selene's mark, right, goddess of the moon, and that he's going to have to go find this cow and follow it, and wherever it lays down, that's where he needs to found a city, start a new city, build from the very ground up a new glorious Greek city, which is going to become known as the city of Thebes. More on that in just a moment. So, of course, he has a group of people with him, all very heroic, all very strong, all very staunch-hearted men. And as they go and travel, he finds the cow, lays down in this field of Boeotia, which is this area of the land. I think it translates loosely to like cow land, but of course it does, right? And so then he builds the city. He builds. It's near the Ismenian Spring of Thebes, and more on the Ismenian Spring in just a moment. So it happens to be a spring that's sacred to Ares. Now, Ares is the god of war, but he's not really the god of all the positive or sort of thoughtful aspects of war. He's the god of war as far as the suffering and the madness and the death is concerned, not like the wisdom and the battle strategies involved, which is what Athena's all about, right? So Cadmus builds the Cadmia, which is sort of the Acropolis in the area, the big hill on which he is going to build his city and things. And then he sends his men out to go get water from the Ismenian spring. He's planning on making a sacrifice to Athena, and his men go to the spring and are killed by a dragon there. And so Cadmus figures out, hey, wait, nobody's coming back. So he heads down there, and the dragon's there. It's slaughtered all of his best men. There's nobody left. His city has got just him, pretty much. And there's no one else to help start this city off. And he immediately goes after the dragon. Now, some versions say he spears it. Some versions say he beheads it. I like the one where he takes a rock and just cracks it with one shot with a rock and it's dead. So I like to think of him as one-shotting a dragon with basically his bare hands or a rock. And so after he rock bottoms the serpent, he goes ahead and Athena tells him to pull the dragon's teeth out and sow them in the ground, to sow as in to plant them. So he plants each seed in the ground, each tooth in the ground as if it were a seed. And then as soon as he finishes planting the last seed, up spring a giant, just monstrous men, these giant men that are fully armed to the teeth, and he's not sure what to do, and Athena tells him to throw a rock in the middle of them all. He tosses a rock in the middle, of course, back to the rock, right? Probably the rock that he killed the dragon with. So he tosses the rock in there, and then boom, they all go at it, and they start fighting each other and killing each other. It's absolutely insane, right? This crazy, colossal battle ensues. And then, when there's only 5 of them left, Cadmus comes in and overawes and overpowers them all and says, stop your fighting, you must listen to me. They walk around, listen. And you are going to help me found the next city. So this is the story of how Thebes, the city, is founded. And it's the Theban elders who we are going to be very concerned with in our story that we're going to read, or play rather, we're going to read by Sophocles, called Oedipus Rex, or Oedipus the King. The chorus of Theban elders are characters in that play, and these Theban elders are descended from these Spartoi, okay, like seed-born, basically, or from Earthborn, these fierce men. But they are the founders of Thebes. So Thebans can say, "Hey, I'm descended from a man who one-shotted a dragon and from giants, born out of the ground. Where are you from?" Oh, not from any place special, right? So it's kind of hard to do a who's got the better ancestors game with Thebans. They have these great ancestors, but trust me, you don't really want to be a Theban because it's just disaster after disaster after disaster befalling the city of Thebes and its people, especially the sons of Agenor and the children of Cadmus. And that is the story of Cadmus in a nutshell. So I hope you learned a little bit from that. And we'll be back with a quick little tale about the story of Oedipus's beginnings prior to the start of the play.